Hello everyone and welcome to the Wire MBA community. As you all are aware that the registration for CAT 2024 has been started, and in this video I'll be guiding to you as to how you can fill in your CAT 2024 form step by step. Okay, so for filling the CAT 2024 form, this is the website iamcat.ac.in. So once you enter the website, you will be coming into this portal. ठीक है? And you can check out the important dates. August 1 से आपका registrations have been started. September 13 is the registration deadline. Make sure you fill in your CAT form before this because for whatever location you want to give in your CAT exam, it's important कि वहाँ पे slots available हो. तो आप जितना जल्दी form fill up कर लोगे, उतना there are chances that you will get the desired location you want to give your CAT exam. November 5 तक your admit card would be released, and every year the last Sunday of November, the CAT exam is conducted. So November 24 will be the CAT 24 test day. Now, once we start filling the CAT form, we'll be first registering ourselves as a new candidate. And then once we are done, we'll be getting our credentials, the user ID and password. And with that, we'll be registering here, registered candidate login, and then we'll be further going on with the CAT 2024 application. Before we start filling the CAT form, here are some quick things that you should see in the website itself. Okay, you do have a registration guide here as well, where you can check out ki how do you need to, actually go on with the registration. So yahan pe they have told you everything, right? As to how you need to register for your user ID and password, log into website, fill application form again, how the personal details, what all things are there to be filled there, what are things are there to be filled in academics, work experience programs, test city, and everything. Okay. So before you register, I would suggest go through this once because this is going to be very much helpful when you are registering for CAT. There are certain things that do help you here. Okay. As see, here's it's mentioned the recommended browsers to fill the application form, Mozilla Firefox, Google Chrome version, and Microsoft Edge. These are the versions. So that you are updated beforehand before you actually register for CAT. Okay. So everything is given here. The registration guide is here. You can check it out in the CAT 24 website. You don't have to log in. You don't have to pay. It's free. Okay. Now, secondly, for those who fall into the category of SCST, EWS, NCOBC, or anything, PWD candidates, accordingly, there's a certificate given here. You guys need to fill in this certificate and get it signed by the authorization concern. Okay. So this applies to the category candidates. That means for NCA, OBC, AWS, SCST certificate. Okay. Now, if you also want to, check out the selection process or the eligibility for CAT 2024, you can check it out through here as well. Okay. So we will start with the registration of CAT 24. So we'll first register ourselves here. Got it? You'll be directed to this portal once you click on the new registration. And again, here it's mentioned that use Mozilla, Google Chrome, or Microsoft Edge browser to fill the application form. Okay. You can also fill in the CAT form in your mobile phone, but suggested है that you fill in your laptop because it's preferably easier when you fill it in the laptop. So that would be great. Okay. So first is to register, and you can see your name will be filled here with capital letters. Okay. Okay. We can, I think there is no option for manually putting in the date, so you can do it here. Okay. So I'm randomly selecting a date of birth. Okay. You'll have to fill in your email. Select the country, which is again India. Once you select the country, the country code would automatically appear here. So you can fill in your mobile number next. Now, after you're done this with, an OTP would be generated. So you will generate the OTP here. Here's a declaration that you have read the instructions carefully. So you need to click on I agree and then go on filling the captcha. This is again a confirmation given to you so that you cross check whether the details that you have filled in are correct or not. So you can cross check whether all the details are correct or not, and you will fill it in. All right, and then you submit. You will be getting your OTP. Once the OTP is generated, you have to fill in the captcha. Here you'll be getting the OTP. So you'll be getting two OTP, the one in your mobile phone and the one on the email address that you have mentioned. Okay. So fill in the OTP that's been sent to you. Both the OTPs are different. Checking the one, okay, and validate OTP. So this has been done. And again, I have checked all the boxes. I have filled in the declaration. I have agreed to it. I have filled in the captcha. I have cross-checked the details that I have filled. And I have checkboxed it that I have put in the details correctly. Okay. And then you submit. Okay. Once you are done with this, on your registered email address and on your registered mobile number, you will be getting the user ID and the password with which you will have to register. Okay. So my user ID has been created. My all the some of my key details are here. And after this, you will be coming here, go to application. Okay. Okay. So now, as you can check, the CAT 2024 application form is divided into 6 sections. First up, it's your personal details. Second, it's academics. Third is work experience. Fourth, the programs, test, city, and declaration. And like CAT exam, you will first have to fill in the personal details and only then you'll be shifted to academics. Next, you'll have to fill in your academics, only then you will be shifted to the work experience. So this is how it goes. Okay. So this was candidate's name. Then you can go with the candidate's first name. And it is by default in with caps on, so you don't have to worry about anything. Okay. We'll be filling the father's guardian name. I'm randomly selecting the names. If spouse, then you can fill in your spouse's name. Okay. Now, when we come to other personal details, the date of birth has already been mentioned. You need to choose your gender. Okay. You'll be selecting your nationality. That's Indian. Now, here's for the category students who belong to EWS, OBC, SC, or ST. You guys will go on selecting this. Suppose if you select this, accordingly, you will have to give in your certificates. Now, again, one more important thing, the ones with category, when it comes to OBC and EWS, your certificate has to be updated. It should be of this year. If you're filling the CAT 2024 form, it should be of 2024. Okay. So I just checked this to ensure you guys that this is how it would look if you are a category candidate. And if you go on with this option, you'll have to fill in your certificate, the category and caste community name and everything. Okay. Let's go with general. Again, we also do not belong with PWD. If you belong to PWD, suppose if you put in yes, again, you'll have to mention the PWD details here as well. And since we don't, so we'll just do no. Okay. Now, this is the communication address where you'll be filling in your address. You can fill in your permanent address here, okay? As it will be used for all the further communication. So make sure that wherever you are staying, you fill in this address. That further अगर कोई communication आता है, if there is something that needs to be notified to you, you are available to take it in, okay? So the address should be such, okay? So I'll randomly just put in an address. I'll select the country. I'll select the state I'm in. So since uh, my state would be Haryana, so I'll be filling in Haryana. Okay, you can select the district. It's Gurgaon. You'll have to fill in your town or city. Put in the pin code. Also, you can go on with putting on to your alternate email address if you wish to, or else it's not necessary. Okay. They would also ask you, is permanent address same as correspondence address? If no, no. If yes, yes. So I'll just go with yes. And you can go on putting no. If you put no, you'll have to fill in your permanent address. If you fill yes, if you tick on yes, the address would automatically take it from the correspondence address and fill it on your permanent address. Okay. Now, they'll also be asking you for your emergency mobile number and your relationship with the candidate. So again, I'll be filling in any random number. Suppose it can be your father, it can be your mother, your sister, your brother, anyone, any of your guardian, etc. Okay. Now, here's where most of the students do this mistake, okay, that they, you know, click the picture from their phone to take their passport size photograph and the signature, okay. So you need to make sure that you are using a scanner, which means आप phone से click तो कर लो, but after your जब आप वो click कर लेते हो, you need to scan it through apps like Cam Scanner or Kagas.com. वहां से you can scan it. Again, also एक और instruction होगा इसका that it should be maximum 1 MB. So if it's more, अगर आपका image size या signature का image size is more, you guys need to compress it, which you can accordingly do it from the internet as well. And same goes for the certificate that you will be providing. It should be scanned from an app. Okay. So we'll be uploading our picture here. Okay. Make sure you save it beforehand so that problem ना हो ज़्यादा. Okay. Okay. And because my image was less than 1 MB, I did compress it. That is it. Okay. Now you'll be uploading your signature and the maximum size is 80 KB. So we're gonna make sure. Okay. And then you go on with save and next. So you can view the photograph before you proceed. View the signature before you proceed. Okay. Then you save and next. Now you come to the portal of academics where you need to fill in your details. Either be so many aspirants do make many mistakes. Okay. Note it's mentioned in case of your grades CGPA, the conversion to percentage of marks would be based on the procedure as certified by the respective board, university or institution. So accordingly, mostly it happened that CBSE में आपका CGPA फॉर्म में आता है. So you know if आपका 10 CGPA आया है, so you just need to multiply it by 9.5. Okay. So for every 10 CGPA, the percentage would go to 95%. Okay. Similarly, suppose you have scored in 8.4 CGPA. You multiply it with 9.5. So that is 79.8%. Okay. Again, the maximum marks. many aspirants make this mistake कि वो maximum marks में अपना best of 5 or best of 4 डाल देते हैं. No, you need to fill in, even if you had like 6 subjects or 7 subjects, electives भी होंगे, you need to fill in the maximum marks and total marks. Okay. Yeah. So suppose you have done 12th or you have done diploma. So again, diploma candidates can also apply. So you can fill in your diploma details as well. Okay. Again, fill in the completion year, completion month, whatever discipline were you in, whether it was science, whether it was arts. Suppose the maximum subject was 500, you scored 400, 8. Okay. Then you will be filling in your bachelor's degree. So suppose if you're a final year candidate, you will check yes here. If you're not, you will go with no. If you have completed your bachelor's, you'll go with yes here. Okay. So the total duration of degree, suppose it was of 3 years. What type of university or institution it was. So central, deemed, foreign, IITs, NIT, private, state, others. So you can go with private. I'm filling in. Okay. So whatever degree you have done, you can fill in. जैसे यहाँ पे ऑप्शन आपके पास Bachelor of Law, Bachelor of Arts, Business Management, Business Economics, BBA, Business Administration. You also have the option of BCom or BTech or any. ठीक है? You can accordingly select. I'm just randomly selecting Mass Communication. ठीक है? Again, if you have a degree with honors or vocational example, BSc honors, BCom honors or BA honors, then just choose the corresponding degree from the drop down. ठीक है, which means अगर आपने BCom honors किया या BSc honors किया है, you don't necessarily have to search for honors here. You can just select with BCom and BSc. You can go with the general name mentioned. Again, you'll find the discipline here. So यहाँ पे if you have chosen honors, यहाँ पे you can fill in कि आपने किस suppose you have done BCom in finance, accordingly you can mention that. Okay. ठीक है. Yeah, this is important. If you have done BTech, you'll select go with engineering. If you haven't, you will go with non-engineering. As you know, profile में engineer, non-engineer. Course commencement, which means आपका course commence कब हुआ था? When it started, when was your graduation started? That is where you need to fill this. And when it ended would be coming up here in the month of जहाँ पे month year of completion mentioned है, you'll be doing that. Okay. Now percentage of marks awarded by university, you can just fill in that. Do you have or are you undergoing dual or 5-year integrated course? If yes, check in yes. If no, check in no. Got it? Click here if you have. Again, if you have more than one bachelor's degree, BCom plus LLB plus B Pharm or anything, you can click here. If not, you don't have to click in here. And as you know, even those candidates are eligible जिनके पास multiple bachelor's. Okay. If you have done master's degree, you can check in yes. Again, if you check in yes, आपको details fill in करने पड़ेंगे. Further drop down आगा. See, यहाँ पे आपको details fill in करने पड़ेंगे. If you have it, you just tick no. Okay. Other professional degrees, suppose you have done some certification, जैसे are you a fellow of the Institute of Actuaries of India? Many of the aspirants also follow actuary. So आप यहाँ पे कर सकते हो. And so many CA, CS, ICWA की certification courses करते हैं. If you fall into any of these categories, you would just do yes. जैसे यहाँ पे आपका, again, they would ask for the details. So since I haven't done it, so I would just go with no. And then you go with save and next. Yeah, okay. So when it comes to work experience, enter your work experience as on July 31st, 2024, which means July 31st तक आपका work experience इतना बन रहा है, उतना आपको fill करना है. अभी के हिसाब से नहीं करना है. Suppose आप अगर सितंबर में CAT का फॉर्म फिल कर रहे हो, सितंबर तक suppose आपके 1 year 7 months work experience हो रहे हैं. No, that is not how you are going to fill it. July 31st तक आपका जितना work experience हो रहा है, उस हिसाब से you'll be filling it. Okay. only full-time experience after graduation must be entered. तो ग्रेजुएशन के बाद जो आपने फुल टाइम जॉब किया है, नॉट आई एम नॉट इवन सेइंग इंटर्नशिप्स और आई एम नॉट इवन गोइंग विद पार्ट टाइम जॉब, फुल टाइम जॉब आपने जो ग्रेजुएशन के बाद किया है, ओनली दैट मस्ट बी एंटर्ड. ग्रेजुएशन के टाइम आप क्या जॉब कर रहे थे, दैट शुडंट बी ओके, एज इट्स नॉट काउंटेड. Now, part-time project, internship, articleship, pre-graduation work experience should not be entered and it won't be considered as work experience. Please enter the exact date you started working in an industry and the date you finally exited that particular industry. Moreover, please mention the number of days you temporarily exited the particular industry in the break-in experience box. So, आपको यहाँ पे एकदम exact date fill in करने पड़ेंगे with regards to आपने कब ज्वाइन किया था एंड व्हेन डिड यू डिसाइड टू लीव, ठीक है, और वेदर और नॉट आपको अभी करेंट हो गए तो दैट ऑप्शन विल बी अवेलेबल. फर्स्टली वील हैव टू सेलेक्ट द इंडस्ट्री टाइप. ओके, व्हाटएवर कंपनी यू आर वर्किंग इन, व्हाटएवर इंडस्ट्री टाइप में वो फॉल करते हैं वो आप कर लो. सपोज यू आर वर्किंग इन an engineering industrial company or pharmaceutical healthcare company, ठीक है, और इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी आपने मल्टीपल कंपनीज में काम किया है, सो यू कैन फिल इन अकॉर्डिंगली. ठीक है, सो आई जस्ट गो ऑन टू सेलेक्टिंग वन. ठीक है, आई go with others. So we'll specify the industry type. We can say it as e-commerce. Okay, so since graduation में हमने 2023 mention किया है, तो हमारा full-time job should be after that. So I'll randomly select a date. End date. Suppose, so again ये आपको 31 जुलाई तक ही रखना है. ठीक है, जुलाई 30. ठीक है, ब्रेक इन एक्सपीरियंस इफ एनी. सपोज आपने इस दौरान फ्रॉम 22 नवंबर 2023 टू 31 जुलाई 2024 आपने कोई ब्रेक इन एक्सपीरियंस लिया. यू टुक अ ब्रेक, यू टुक you left your job for some time, for 20 days, 30 days, you can put in the break in experience if any. You can see apne aap it has filled the days and the work experience. Okay, we'll go with save and next. Now, when you select the programs, this is where most of the aspirants make this mistake. कि उन्हें लगता है that I just want to target, I'm Ahmedabad, I'm Bangalore, I'm Calcutta, I just want to go in the top 3 ABC, and hence they just go with ABC and they don't fill up other forms. CAT is a very unpredicted exam. अगर आपका एग्जाम अच्छा नहीं जाता है बट आपका परसेंटाइल इतना जरूर आता है that you can target other colleges like काशीपुर, जम्मू, न्यू एंड बेबी आईएम्स आप टारगेट कर सकते हो उस कोर्स से. तो टू नॉट बी इन दैट रिग्रेट, मेक श्योर आप सारे ही प्रोग्राम्स सारे ही कॉलेजेस में अप्लाई करो. सो यू कैन इमीडिएटली सेलेक्ट ऑल. ठीक है, नाउ बहुत सारे ऐसे प्रोग्राम्स होते हैं जो एग्जीक्यूटिव एमबीए होते हैं. ठीक है, विच इज फॉर द वंस हु हैव high work experience. So you don't have to worry that, okay, I'm filling up this form and I'm not eligible. Nothing's going to happen. You won't just get a call for the interview from there. Okay. Now, again, interview city preference aapko dalna hai. Preference number 1 would be where you are confident enough that you can go. Preference 2 would be कि अगर 1 नहीं हुआ तो 2 मतलब is manageable. Okay. So suppose because I'm in Delhi, so maybe Delhi would be a safe option for me. Preference 2 in if I take like distance as an option, so I'll go with that. Okay. Once you are done with filling up all the interview city preferences, now this is important. This is test city. So wherever you are staying, okay, the first preference should be the state or city you are staying. The second city should be the one which is close to your place. Third, again, based on distance or based on your availability. City 1, city 2, city 3, city 4, and city 5 done. And then you save and next. Okay. Now again, this is where you'll be paying off and where you would be putting off your declaration as well. So the fees is 2,500. Suppose आप credit card से pay कर रहे हो, MX credit card or international credit cards. These would be some of the convenience fee that would be charged. If you're paying via debit card or UPI or RuPay debit card, there would be no convenience charges. You can go with PayU. Okay. This is the declaration that you have previewed the application form by clicking on the preview application button. So what we can do is we can preview our application as well. Before we pay completely, एक बार हम preview कर सकते हैं कि how have we filled our CAT form. ठीक है. So यहाँ पे आपको सारे ही आपके details एक और बार clear हो जाएंगे. ठीक है. The applicant details, your acads, your work experience, and the courses and the colleges that you have selected. Everything would be preferred to you. क्या preferred city आपने किया है, ठीक है, and you just go with okay. Make sure you check on the photo and the signature whether they are correct or not. Okay. Once you are done with that, only then go with declaration and submit and go on with the payment. बैक करने से आपके पास मिल जाएगा ऑप्शन टू एक्चुअली एडिट दीज. एंड इन केस आपको लग रहा है कि अभी नहीं करना है, यहाँ तक आपकी डिटेल्स फिल इन हो चुकी है, ठीक है. इफ इन केस यू फील कि नहीं एक और बार प्रीव्यू करना है, यू कैन जस्ट रिव्यू देम ऑल एंड देन उसके बाद यू कैन अकॉर्डिंगली पे. सबमिट करने के बाद अब कोई डेटा फील्ड एडिट करना इज नॉट पॉसिबल. एंड इफ इन केस अमाउंट इज डिडक्टेड बट वो आपके फॉर्म में नहीं शो कर रहा है, then you can just wait for 48 hours and accordingly do. Okay. I hope you have got a clear idea as to how you need to fill in your CAT 2024 form. If further आपको query होती है, तो you can just go into the registration guide and you can accordingly check कि कौन से details में आपको कैसे credentials fill up करने हैं. You don't have to go to new candidate registration. आपने अगर register कर लिया तो you have to go into registered candidate login and then accordingly you can register and complete your payment. Or if you want to, make any changes regarding that, you can just make the changes as well. Okay. All the very best, guys, and see you soon.